All right. Hi, everybody. I think I think I'm live. I think I got it. All right. Well, hi. Good evening, everybody. I am here in Cubs gear because right now our Chicago Cubs are in the playoffs. So if you are watching this, there's a good chance that you are either from Chicago area or maybe someone invited you from the Chicago area. So we're very excited about our Cubs. Tonight is a day off in the playoff series. So it was a good night to do this, and tomorrow they'll be back on. But I want to introduce myself. My name is Jenny Keysweater, and I am a mom, and I am a wife. I am a teacher. So my day job, I'm an elementary school PE teacher. I've done that for 17 years. I have a daughter who's in middle school, and I have two stepsons who are in high school. So very busy. My husband is also a teacher. He is a high school biology teacher. And I want to tell you about Vasayo tonight. So this company is brand new. You've probably never heard of it before. We just pre-launched back in January, and I first heard about this, and I'm going to tell you my story a little bit, how I got involved almost about a year ago, exactly, like maybe almost a year ago. I think next week it'll be a year. So anyway, just backing up a little bit, I actually tried to do this earlier this evening, and I was at soccer practice with my computer and trying to get the light, and we had some technical difficulties. So I finally am home with my Wi-Fi, very happy. So like I said, my name is Jenny, and this is something that I do like on the side. My day job is my teaching job. I love teaching. Not gonna lie, it's very hard and it's very tiring, but I love it. I've done it for 17 years. I never in a million years ever was on the lookout for anything with network marketing. I never really knew what that even was, or direct sales. I mean, I guess I've heard of like Mary Kay before, or a few others, but like, this was definitely not in the plan. I went to University of Illinois. I have a kinesiology degree from my undergrad, and I have my master's degree in instructional strategies from Rockford University. So like I said, like the plan was never to do this on the side, but for me, like this is just something that I found that I absolutely love, that helps my family. The products that we found that I'm going to talk about tonight, help us to be healthier, as well as earn some extra money. And obviously, my husband and I being teachers, we could use a little extra here and there. We have our three kids in sports and kids to send to college, and we both have been through a divorce years ago. So, that puts you back, several steps with financial setbacks. And I can tell you that about 2 years ago, I wanted a product. I wanted a shake that was from a direct sales company. And again, I knew nothing about it, although I knew it was expensive. And this is not Paseo, but our money was tight and I really wanted it. And I thought, okay, if I sign up to be a distributor of this, and if I had a couple friends that would buy it, that would probably pay for it. And so that's what I did. And in the meantime, I fell in love with being able to do this business in like nooks and crannies of my busy day, because just like you, I'm sure, we're all so busy. I'm going from school to the grocery store to make dinners, to drive to soccer practice. And, it's something, I don't have time to go get like a little part-time job, nor would that even really pay very much. And, this is just something I can talk about and do. And I found I really, really enjoyed it. So a year ago, when my dear family friend called me, like so excited because this new company was starting, and she was someone I respected, and I do dearly respect her. And I really listened to all the reasons why we're going to hear about it tonight, of why this sounded like something to just say yes to and and be a part of. And, you know, I can tell you a year later that it's crazy. Like, we have grown a team of hundreds into the thousands. We have a team, part of our branch out in Singapore, in Asia, Hong Kong. Our Vasayo is in 6 countries now. So this is just like, you know, I'm a little teacher from the suburbs of Chicago. And we just kind of share and we really have fun. So anyway, I'm going to kind of minimize myself on the screen, and we are going to go into a video here that's going to tell you more about Vasayo. So let me see here. Bear with me for a second. All right. So you'll still be able to see me. There we go. All right. So I'm going to start the slideshow. Okay.
All the time, people come up to me and say, Dallin, you've created companies, amazing products, helped change people's lives. You've achieved success, so why are you creating another company? Why Vasayo? And I share with them that the reason Carrie and I founded Vasayo, our why, is to improve every aspect of people's lives on a massive scale. We want to go bless 1 million lives.
We all know the struggles that folks deal with. We're all aware of modern health concerns. Most of us are simply looking for more in life. More security, more prosperity, more heartfelt connections.
We are creating a company and a culture to bless lives physically, financially, and spiritually.
At Vasayo, we're attracting leaders and customers from all over the globe. Why? Because our top priority is to deliver solutions for all areas of life: health, wealth, family, and lifestyle. These solutions are real, and they can make a real difference in your life and the lives of those you care about. We are building a legacy company, one that will bless the lives of generations to come. Vasayo is built on 5 key pillars, proven time and again to create a lifetime of success. This is the platform that allows you to make your visions a reality. So, what are these pillars? Let's take a look at number 1, world-class leadership. When you're deciding which company to partner with, it is important to align yourself with a team that has a proven and established track record. That's why Vasayo boasts world-class leadership, headlined by Dallin Larson. Widely recognized as one of the industry's top leaders, Dallin has been a central figure in the mega success of $2 billion companies. His accomplishments include being recognized by the Inc. 500 Top 50 Fastest Growing Companies, an Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year winner, the Utah CEO of the Year, and the list goes on. But here's the thing, he's not finished. He and Carrie are dedicated to making Vasayo their final and most compelling legacy endeavor by touching the lives of millions around the world. After nearly 30 years in the nutrition and health industry, Dallin recognized an important fact. He understood that numerous obstacles make it difficult for us to get the nutrients we need from our diet. The truth is, the foods we eat do not provide all the nutrients our bodies require. As a result, most of us need to take nutritional supplements to fill in the gaps. Unfortunately, however, most nutritional supplements are poor quality, and studies show that the absorption rates are much lower than you might think. When you take oral supplements, they get broken down and even destroyed as they make their way through the destructive elements of the digestive tract, including enzymes, bile salts, and various intestinal bacteria, resulting in the nutrients of these so-called supplements not reaching our body cells and therefore providing little to no benefit. However, science now indicates there is a way to help protect nutrients as they move through the body. After dedicating considerable time and resources to finding potential solutions, the Larsons and their team discovered a proprietary process which allows nutrients and ingredients to be absorbed in the body. Liposomes are double-layered bubbles or spheres comprised of lipids that work wonders when it comes to the advanced delivery and absorption of nutrients. Nutrients encapsulated in liposomes are in a form that allows them to pass through the harsh environment of digestive system intact and to be delivered where they are needed most. This is the good news your body has been waiting for. So, where can you get this groundbreaking liposome technology? It's delivered through Vasayo's MicroLife product family. MicroLife products address a wide range of key health concerns, from brain and sleep support to fatigue and overall nutrition. Core Essentials is formulated to fill nutritional gaps and establish a firm health foundation. Neuro is formulated to elevate cognitive function and balance your body's mood and stress response. Energy promotes natural, sustained energy to get you through the day. Sleep is designed to optimize your body's natural sleep mechanisms. And Renew supports the body's natural inflammatory response, protects from free radicals, and supports healthy cartilage and joint function. Remember, our liposome technology helps ensure the delivery of proven ingredients and nutrients that can provide whole body benefits to keep you and those you love healthy and happy. What do you get when you combine these disruptive products and technologies with extraordinary leadership and a profitable growing industry? The opportunity to bless your life as well as the lives of others. Innovative MicroLife products and Vasayo's one-of-a-kind leadership ensure that Vasayo is perfectly poised to experience extreme exponential growth. Now is the ideal time to create the life you've been dreaming of. The next pillar that makes Vasayo unique is our generous rewards plan. As you share the Vasayo products, you will enjoy the potential of earning an additional stream of income. The Vasayo Rewards Plan is built for both immediate and long-term success. Our industry-leading rewards plan features a variety of bonuses, commissions, and all-expense-paid lifestyle trips. Vasayo's reward plan is transforming the lifestyle of thousands around the globe. Dallin and Carrie invite all who participate in Vasayo to become a blessing in the lives of those who are less fortunate. At Vasayo, our mission is about doing significant things for others, not just about working towards financial freedom for ourselves. Contaminated drinking water is a staggering problem in many impoverished lands. Waterborne diseases take the lives of children every day. So, in partnership with Hearts and Hands for Humanity, Vasayo helps drill wells in Africa to provide clean drinking water to areas where previously clean water wasn't available. At Vasayo, we are making a difference with our hearts, but also with our hands.
In my nearly 30 years in this profession, I have never seen all of the pieces come together like I have with Vasayo. The science, the products, our leadership, the rewards plan, and finally, our humanitarian efforts in partnership with Hearts and Hands for Humanity, and providing clean water to precious children and adults in need. These are the reasons why we love Vasayo and why we plan on leading this organization for the rest of our lives.
We chose to come out of retirement because there's nothing more fulfilling than blessing people and helping create a culture of significance.
My message to the world would simply be this: if you are looking for more meaning and significance in your life, come join us. We would love to have you be a part of our Vasayo family, and we look forward to saying, welcome home.
Okay, so watching that, we talk about with Vasayo that there are 5 pillars that make Vasayo that will make Vasayo a legacy company. So backing up for a minute, we met Dallin and Carrie Larson, and number one, the first pillar is the world-class leadership. And I want to just share with you a couple things that they didn't really touch too deeply on, but they actually helped build 2 separate billion-dollar companies prior to this. And he has won the Entrepreneur of the Year award for Ernst & Young, and that's in the whole US, which is a very, very prestigious award. So when you think about and again, this is something that I did not know, because again, I didn't know anything about this industry about a year and a half ago. However, in this industry, he's like the Bill Gates of, direct sales. So his last company, and this isn't like just 2 companies that he helped, and, he made 30 and he, failed on 28 and made 2, and succeeded on 2. This is like 2 for 2. Okay, so he retired after his last company. That last company made it to $1 billion in 3.5 years. And that is faster than any company, faster than Facebook, faster than Microsoft. Really, I think the only one that actually has beaten that record now is Pixar, but that's just like crazy, unheard of. So when you pick a company, and I have a good example of this, you really do want to look for leadership. So like, I think about it even like as like in a teacher terms, like you can have like the brightest students and you can have the best teachers, but if you don't have a principal, that's aligned and getting along and has the right vision for everything, the whole thing can be a disaster. Well, it's the same thing, obviously, in any industry. And, we're going to go into what also has led him to have this leadership, these qualities. So what he knew, if he was going to come back, so, in the last company, he actually retired, him and his wife, and they thought they were done. They were comfortable. They were billionaires. They do not need the money. But, actually they both really missed, the culture, and specifically, they really, truly missed the giving back. And, that 5th pillar that we have hearts and hands for humanity, where we're helping to give back for clean water to kids in Africa, is a huge why the Larsons came back for a 3rd and final company. But he, being the Entrepreneur of the Year, the one with this world-class leadership, he knew that there's 2 things you're going to have if you're going to do this and do it well and create a legacy company. And that is, first of all, something disruptive. So obviously there's like a gazillion different companies out there that have supplements. I mean, and I know, like, prior to this, I never took vitamins. I remember my grandma always like telling me to take my vitamins, but I just knew that they weren't absorbing, and that you're basically just like flushing them down the toilet when you're going to the bathroom. So I never really wasted our money on it for our family. So the disruptive science that he came up with is in the supplements is how they're delivered. So like I said, normal supplements that, people take, vitamins and really anything that's out there that you can see, like in this picture, those pill forms and really anything, they don't absorb, they get broken down, and they really just absorb maybe 5 to 15% into the body, depending on what you're taking. And that's just also assuming that what that label says is in there is actually in there. Because there was a study done recently, and it talked about how, some of our big box stores like Walgreens, Walmart, I believe CVS, and there were a couple other ones, but that they found that what these vitamins and supplements had in them was not really, those nutrients were not in there, and it was actually even had some harmful chemicals in there. So, the alternative, what, was always out there before, my family, we just never spent our money on. So what Dallin came up with was he partnered with a technology, with a scientist that had a technology of liposomes, wrapping the nutrients in a bubble that would protect it from the digestive system. It would pass through the digestive system and then enter the bloodstream, so that we could have absorption from these nutrients and actually feel them. And the absorption rate is over 90%. Okay, so when you look at supplements, standard supplements, like we said, minimal absorption. So it really, you'll get some benefits, but it is kind of a waste of money. So this was the key thing. And I do want to add that liposomes are not new. Chemotherapy drugs have had liposomes in them for years, and they've been very successful. But what is new is about taking these nutrients, these all natural, non-GMO nutrients, and combining them in a blend, and then wrapping those in a liposome for absorption. So, and I would also say too, like, you know, if you've ever watched Shark Tank, the sharks always talk about that, you know, if you want to, you know, mass produce and really grow your company, the best companies out there, they look, you know, something that's going to solve everyday problems for, you know, the whole world, basically, that you can offer every age, every, you know, male, female, doesn't matter, you have something for them. So that was something that, and I'm going to go back here with these 5 products. Dallin looked at, okay, what are your 5 biggest health needs, everyday health problems? And, you know, sleep, these are the top 5 markets: sleep, and anti-inflammatory, energy, brain health, and then just your vitamin, your everyday, that's core essentials for just all over everyday health. So those are where this is where the leadership comes in, because, you know, you can say you're going to have a legacy company, but if there's not something different about your product, you know, it has, you know, then it's not going to go very far. So the product has to be disruptive. Okay, and I'm just going to touch on these because the video did a lot better job on this, but I can tell you that my family takes these. The Core Essentials is, you know, just your everyday multivitamin. It's actually loose. You can tell in that picture that it's a capsule. And so, you know, if you have, you know, someone picky like my daughter, or someone that can't swallow a pill, you can actually put it like in their drink or in a smoothie, or, you know, in their maybe some applesauce or something like that. So that's really helpful, but it really fills the nutritional gaps. So like, they say that, you know, if you're going to take calcium and you need vitamin K to support that calcium, you know, there's the vitamin K needs to be absorbed in your body too. And if you saw also in that video, this is something that I didn't really realize, was that, you know, that even if you're eating organically and you're eating, you know, healthy foods, quote unquote, healthy foods, the soil has depleted over the years in our country, so that the quality of our food, even if you're eating, you know, everything that you should, isn't what it used to be. So, you know, I look at my grandma, who's, you know, 90 and a half years old. You know, she's had some health problems now with just some odd things, but she's been healthy as a horse. She looks great. But the food back when, you know, she was younger, that she's been eating for all these years, was so much more nutrient dense than what we're eating now. So a good multivitamin is something that everyone can use and should be taking. Okay, so the neuro is for, you know, your brain health, memory, sharpness. I know Todd says, like, he, you know, when he takes it, he's Todd, my husband, for those of you who don't know, and, you know, he's typical guy, and, like, you know, before he took this was like skeptical, but he literally, he says, like, I just focus at work better. When people say they have like brain fog, which is very common as we age, this is just gives you that mental clarity. And again, it's got the non-GMO blend of these different awesome ingredients, these nutrients. Okay, so then we have the energy, and the energy, again, we've got, that's another huge market out there with the Red Bulls and, you know, Starbucks and all the Monster drinks and everything. You know, and I've gone into the last couple times I've gone in the gas station, and I see all the energy drinks there. So people are looking for quick energy, and our energy product doesn't really give you that huge rush, but it'll be more like sustained energy throughout the day. And again, some awesome nutrients in there. And these actually, I should go back, but the first 2 I mentioned, the Core Essentials and the Neuro, those are like pill form. And then we have the next 3, including this energy, it's a spray. So I'm just going to grab a bottle right now. This isn't the energy, but so what it looks like is like this, and you spray it under your tongue. Okay, so you would put a couple squirts under your tongue. It absorbs sublingually right into your bloodstream. You swallow the rest, and you'll immediately get those nutrients into your body. So this would be a great alternative to, like, obviously going, into the store and getting those Red Bulls or whatever. I myself, I do drink coffee and, a lot of caffeine. I'll have to say Diet Coke sometimes, even though I am trying to cut down on it. But this has really helped me, like in the afternoon, cut one of my caffeinated beverages out. I can tell you that. Okay, sleep, I would say that one for me is my biggest seller that I've had just seen, and even with our whole team, this changes lives. I mean, I have a story. I was at this Chamber of Commerce event and I had samples of the sleep, and some guy kind of being sarcastic is like, whoa, so this is going to change my life. And I looked at him and I said, honestly, there are people out there that, for someone who hasn't slept in years, gotten a good night's sleep, it literally will be life-changing. And I have seen it change people's lives. So that, there are so many people, and I'm seeing 63% there, and I'm blanking out on the percentage, but I think it was like 60 million people in our country that suffer from sleep disorders, sleep deprivation in some way. I know myself, like I always would wake up a lot throughout the night, but this is a way that they, that they don't have to take, their sleeping pills, their Ambien. I've heard, Xanax or Benadryl, Tylenol PM, like the things that people do, which I'm sure and maybe this is you too, is crazy. And you do what you have to do. Like, I'm totally not, not saying this judging. We just want to give someone a healthy alternative. And so again, they squirt a couple squirts under their tongue and they take it, and it just gets you very relaxed, almost like a glass of wine or something. And then you get into a deep sleep. And something that's been really cool with this is that we've been able to track it. Like people who have the Fitbits and some sort of sleep tracking device, you can see the before and after. It's just crazy. So if you know anybody that is looking for a healthy alternative to help them sleep, we definitely have the product for them. Okay, and then that leads me to Renew. Renew is our #1 seller. This is an anti-inflammatory. And, there was, we had a chiropractor that recently was speaking about this, and doctors all over the place, they get people selling their products, their drugs to them all the time, so this is just one new thing, right? And this chiropractor was talking about how he was skeptical, but he took it himself. He felt the results. He worked out a lot and he was less sore. And then he was on board, right? He understood with the liposome technology to have this an all natural anti-inflammatory was a huge game changer instead of the other supplements he was offering his other patients. So anyway, what he did a study, and he talked about like the turmeric that's in curcumin, that's quite often an all natural alternative that people will take. Like they'll go into the store and the natural or the health store, and they will buy supplements of turmeric, and that does help. But it would take, he said, either one dose of this or 64 dosage like pills of turmeric to get the same result. So that is because of the absorption. So that, to me, this just really truly has opened my eyes, and I hope this is helping you see what a market this is and how helpful this is to people, of giving them exactly what their body needs and going directly to the bloodstream and getting them results, like, in the most efficient way. So, I know our family we've always taken like a lot of Advil. We're all active, and Todd and I, getting older. So we used to take it a lot. I mean, we went through bottles and bottles and bottles, but now we're taking the Renew, when we take it, Todd and I take it twice a day. It just has really eased. It's eased our intake of Advil, I'll tell you that. He had a broken back in high school, and just the pain that he gets. We were out of Renew for a week or two, and his back pain started hurting again, and he kept asking me, when's it coming? And it does the job without having to take the Advil, which is harmful to your body. So it helps people to get off of either the over-the-counter, medications they're taking, as well as the pain medications that, the prescription. Some very addictive too. So talking about timing, like if you were to look at obviously like any kind of a stock, like in the stock market, and you were to get in the stock at the bottom when it was the beginning, obviously as the company grew, you're going to make more money. Well, that's what we're talking about with right timing with network marketing. So right now, our whole industry, the way people in our country make money, earn money, everything is changing because of the internet, because of the millennials that are 20 somethings that are entering the workplace. We've probably all heard about how in the news, a lot of retail stores are closing, Gaps and Sears and, you name it, those, and I even heard like chain restaurant stores like Chili's and Fridays, people just want fast food now, and even if that's healthy fast food, like a Panera or something like that, but they want it fast, and they want to do their shopping online with Amazon. They want, we have Uber now, I can't even talk right now, sorry. But so everything is changing and people are looking for ways to have alternative source of revenue. So I know like for Todd and I, like we said, we're teachers by day, and we have this on the side that helps take that edge off and gives us some extra money. However, with getting in the right timing with a company like this, as it grows, and I'm going to show you a quick video here about how we actually get paid. As this company grows, you are going to earn, you will be able to earn, more and more money. So that's a huge benefit to get in at the beginning. I can tell you that I was told about this before Vasayo even had a name last year. And just in 1 year alone, we have hundreds, thousands of people on our team, and in different countries, and it's crazy how it's just starting. Like most people have not even heard of this, which is actually the what you want to do, because if you join a company where everyone and their brother, three people sell it in the neighborhood, you're competing with all the other people there. So we're going to talk about the reward system here. Does a much better job of explaining it than myself.
You might be wondering, what can I earn with Vasayo? With Vasayo Rewards, you have the opportunity to earn generous income and exciting travel. So whether you decide to pursue your business full-time or part-time, your Vasayo lifestyle can be a life-changing one. Let's begin with a quick overview. As a Vasayo brand partner, you have 8 ways to earn: customer sales bonus, product introduction bonus, team commission matching bonus, global leadership bonus, rank advancement bonus, lifestyle trips, and multiple business centers. Let's start with customer sales bonus. You can earn just by sharing your favorite products with people you know. You'll earn 20% of their commission volume on every order. Every time your customers make a purchase from your personal replicated website, you're on your way to more income. When you share the Vasayo opportunity with others, your rewards begin to multiply. For starters, you can earn a 20% product introduction bonus when your newly sponsored brand partners place their first commissionable order. The more brand partners you sponsor, the more you'll earn. And even better, their first order volume will roll up and apply toward your other payouts and rank advancements. As you build a vibrant Vasayo team, you can earn generous team commissions every week. You'll earn $28 per cycle with the opportunity to earn up to $28,000 a week. A cycle is achieved when you have 240 CV on one leg and 480 CV on the other. What's more, as long as you're active, any unused CV carries forward to help you qualify to earn even more in the future. Your team-based earnings don't stop there. With our team commission matching bonus, you'll also receive a percentage of your team's earnings, up to 30% on your first generation, 10% on your second, and 5% for generations 3 through 7. And we are taking this reward a step further. At Vasayo, we are redefining the way the industry looks at generations. We've implemented something we call dynamic compression, which empowers you to earn even more from your organization than the traditional approach. It's one more way we're showing our appreciation for your excellence in leadership.
Okay, so I'm not going to get to that's it. Like I said, a much better job of explaining it than I could. I do want to talk about, though, that besides obviously financially, you can earn money, you can win trips. There's a trip we're trying to earn right now into the Caribbean, to the Bahamas on a cruise next February. So it's a very doable trip for anybody that was to join between now and February to do. But there's actually a huge opportunity right now to get what's called our Founders Pack. This was something that was actually given out only at the very beginning, back in January, when the United States and Vasayo just opened and the pre-launch phase. So what Dallin did was he gave 7,500 Founders Packs. They were packages that you would buy when you would sign up, and it came with profit shares of the company's growth, okay, up to 5% actually. And so they were all sold out, and so I think they sold out like, probably February, March, back in the spring last year. And so now, or excuse me, it was 2017, but I'm thinking school year in my teacher thought. But anyway, there are a few hundred that were out of the 7,500 that were re-released due to a few people sending them back. So there are, I don't know how many, but there are still, as of right now, there are some available. So that would be something, that you would get for the lifetime of the company. You would be able to have those profit shares available as you stayed with your business. So that's like amazing, so and I also want to talk about too, like, so we are in 6 countries right now, and I do want to wrap this up, but we're in 6 countries right now. If you look, and if you could be, if you are someone that knows about different network marketing companies, it's very difficult for them to grow and expand into different countries. It's difficult for anybody. However, this is where the leadership comes in. So there was a company, and of course not naming any names, a great company, and it took them a few years to get into another country because of all the red tape and legalities, and when you're going overseas. And so that growth is slowed down in those years, the timing of going through all that red tape. And I can tell you, this is where the leadership comes in, to be part of a company with someone like Dallin, who knows exactly who to partner with to get it done. Okay, so right now we started in the US market. We have US, Canada, we have Hong Kong, Singapore, we have Taiwan, Japan, and we will be opening up in Australia. So this fall. So it's very exciting. And as I said before, our cause is that we are providing clean water to people in Africa, which is beyond such a worthwhile cause in the end. So to Dallin and Carrie, it truly is more than money. Our compensation plan that we just watched, it has the highest payout that I've heard of out of any direct sales company. And I'm gonna, if I quote the actual percentage right now, I'll probably not say it wrong, but I think it's in the 60%, something like that, crazy. But it's not for money for them. It's not for money. The reason why they came back to do this, to make this legacy company, they wanted to make a difference, and they wanted to leave something. So they're leaving a legacy company. And the one of the biggest things was that they missed the giving back to what they could be doing, rather than just like spend their, last, couple decades, just in the retirement mode. So I really appreciate you joining us tonight and today, whenever you're watching this. It's tonight for me right now. But my suggestion would be to talk to whoever invited you to this video. And I'm guessing you probably have some questions, and we'd love to get you started, answer your questions, and get you started, like we said, in joining us and on this journey as well, or we have our products. Obviously this business is not for everybody, but we know that everybody can benefit from one of our 5 products, if not all of them. So thank you so much, everybody, and let us know if you have any questions. And go Cubs.